In this video, we'll take a look at Roman numeral type 2 problems, both from the no picture packet and then some other examples from the picture packet. So in this problem, Timmy's family is having new carpet installed in the dining room. The carpet costs $399 for installation, and that's a one-time fee. And then $17 per square yard, or for each square yard. We want to write and solve an equation to find the number of square yards of carpet installed if the total cost is $909. So these types of equations are very similar. We have a one-time amount, the installation, which once for the whole job. Then we have the per square yard fee or charge, which is for each square yard of carpet installed. Then to solve this, we're simply going to subtract $399 from both sides, and we end up with 17x on the left is equal to 909 minus 399 is equal to 510. And we divide each side by 17, so x is equal to 30 yards. So if the total cost was $909, we take away the $399, that's a one-time fee, divide the remainder by 17, and we'll get a total cost of 30 yards. Next, if Timmy's family has $1,100 to spend, can they afford to have 40 square yards of carpet installed? So we're going to go back to our formula, $399 plus 17. This time, instead of solving for x, we're going to plug in x equals 40 and then solve. So first we're going to multiply 17 times 40 to get 680. So we have $399 plus 680. Then we add those two amounts together, plus $399 is going, whoa, I must have hit the wrong button there. Sorry. 680 plus $399 is going to give us 1,079. And that's how much it would cost to install 40 square yards of carpeting. And we'll go on to the next problem. Alfredo wants to rent a truck to move to Florida. He has determined that the cheapest rental rates for a truck of the correct size are from a local company that will charge him $25 per day and 20 cents per mile. He has not yet completed an estimate of the mileage of the trip, but he knows that he will need the truck for 3 days. So the 3 days, we're only going to multiply that times the daily cost. That has nothing to do with the miles. It doesn't matter how many miles he drives on which day, but we're going to charge 20 cents per mile for each day and add that to the daily cost to get how much the trip will cost him, how much the rental and the mileage will cost him. So he has allowed $350 in his moving budget for the truck. So what we want to find out is how far can he travel for a rental cost of exactly $350. So we're going to multiply out 3 times 25 is 75 plus 0.20x is equal to 350. Let's subtract 75 from both sides, and we now have 0.2x is equal to 275. Divide both sides by 0.2, and we end up with x is equal to 275 divided by 0.2 gives us 1,375, What are the units of measure? We're talking about miles. And so he can travel up to 1,375 miles for $350. Now, if the trip from New York City to Orlando, he later finds, is about 1,100 miles, has he budgeted enough for the rental? So, since he can travel up to 1,375 miles, he has budgeted enough to get to Orlando. And so that does it for both parts of this question, and we'll move on to the next. Rosie went to Kohl's department store for a one-day sale. She bought 2 blouses for $38 each and a pair of shoes for $49. She also wanted to buy some jewelry. Each item of jewelry was bargain priced at $11.50 each. So we don't know how many pieces of jewelry she's going to buy, so we multiply the $11.50 times x, and if she brought $171 with her, how many pieces of jewelry could she buy? So we're going to multiply out 2 times 38, that's a 76, plus 49 plus 1150x is equal to 171. We're going to combine like terms on the same side. That should give us 125 plus 1150x is 171. At this point, we're going to subtract 125 from each side, and we'll get 1150x is equal to $46. Dividing by 1150 on each side, we'll get x is equal to 4. And what is that for? What is the 4 for? It is for 4 pieces of jewelry. And that does it for this problem. So following this, I have some examples from the picture packet that illustrate more examples of these types of problems. Alright, so your school's drama club charges $4 per person for admission to a play. The club has borrowed $400 to pay for costumes and props. After paying back the loan, the club has a profit of $100. How many people attend the play? So we're going to charge $4 times however many people attend the play. And that's going to give us our total, what we call revenue. That's all the money that we take in. But we have to pay back the $400 that we borrowed. And we can call this our costs. And after we pay back the money that we borrowed, we're left with $100, which is called profit. And this is a very important type of equation. Revenue minus the cost equals your profit. How much you take in minus how much you had to spend to be able to take in that money. When you subtract those two, you're going to get how much money you made in the process. So let's go ahead and work this out. We have 4x minus 400 is equal to 100. We're going to add 400 to both sides, which gives us 4x is equal to 500. Dividing by 4, and we get x is equal to 125 people attended the play. All right, we'll go on to the next example. A repair bill for your car is $553. So the total repair bill is $553. Parts cost $265, and the labor was $48 per hour. Write and solve an equation to find the number of hours of labor spent repairing the car. So we're going to subtract 265 on both sides. We end up with 48x is equal to, bring in our calculator, we want 2553 minus 265 equals $288. We divide both sides by 48, and we get x is equal to 288 divided by 48 is 6. 6 hours of labor. All right, and so that does it for this problem. We'll move on to the next. Okay, so during the summer, you work 30 hours per week at $8.75 per hour. You also work as a landscaper for $11 per hour, and you can work as many hours as you want. So we're going to multiply 11 times x. If you want to earn a total of $400 for the week, how many hours must you work as a landscaper? So we're going to multiply out 30 times 8.75. 30 times 8.75 equals 262.50. 262.50 plus 11x is 400. We're going to subtract 262.50 from both sides. We get 11x is equal to 400 minus 262.50 is $137.50. Dividing that by 11, we get x is equal to 12.5. Remember what that is, 12.5 hours. So 12.5 hours, you have to work as a landscaper for 12.5 hours if you want to make $400 for the week. We'll go on to another example. Okay, so an online ticket agency charges the amounts shown for basketball tickets. The total cost for an order is $220.70. How many tickets were purchased? So it's important to note that the ticket price and the convenience charge are for each ticket, but the processing charge is once for the whole order. So because of that, we're going to have $5.90 only one time. It's not charged for each ticket. Then $32.50 for each ticket and $3.30 for each ticket. And the total has to come out to be $220.70. We always want to try to combine like terms on each side individually. When we do, we get $32.50 plus $3.30, which is $35.80. And that's, again, a total of $220.70. If we subtract $5.90 from each side, we now end up with $220.70 minus $5.90 is equal to $214.80. So we'll have $214.80 is equal to 3580x divided by 3580, and we get x is equal to, so 214.80 divided by 3580 is 6, and so 6 tickets were purchased. And that does it for Roman numeral 2 type problems. So hopefully you can see some similarity in all of these problems. They all have a constant part and a variable part and a total amount. We set up the equation and solve.